Just arrived in Denia after a day's travel from Bristol. Flights, 2 coaches, taxis, and arrived in Marina Denia. Absolutely beautiful place, really warm still but not too hot, and we've arrived to an absolutely stunning Rustler 42 that's been well kept and cared for. The owners have kept the boat beautifully, put our stuff away and find somewhere to eat tonight, and then all the work begins tomorrow, getting the sails on and getting it ready to go. Ready to go then, Susan?
Yeah, definitely. In the morning.
Well, we're all ready to go after a day of prepping the boat. The weather in Spain has turned on us. It's a bit wild and windy, gusts of 35, 40 knots. It blows through tonight and clears up tomorrow, so we'll be leaving first thing in the morning. Well, we're all prepped and ready. We had a nice day yesterday getting ready, and then a bit of a blow last night. That's all gone through. Still pretty windy but nice. We've got offshore winds so we can stick in close to the shore. So we're leaving Denia today. Well, after a fantastic sail yesterday with 25-30 knots of breeze and our beautiful Rustler stonking along, we have no wind today. We made it round Cabo de Gata, the headland, early hours of the morning this morning in calm conditions. The wind dropped out. There was still a bit of swell, but the wind dropped out. We're now motoring along the south coast of Spain. Still very nice and warm. There is a boat ahead of us. Another Halcyon delivery have just left the Gibraltar Straits and headed out into the Atlantic. We have a message from them that it's enjoy the Med, because it's getting cold in the Atlantic. So we're having a few days here, well today really, and probably a bit of tomorrow to get down to Gibraltar, refuel. We're going to go for a quick stop there. The weather's looking really good, light winds, and then we'll get through the Straits and off into cold Atlantic ourselves. So today is a nice day of cleaning the boat, enjoying some nice easy cooking time, and a bit of reading the book and enjoying this beautiful yacht. We have 40 miles to do to get down to Gibraltar, and very fortunately a light wind has built up from behind us and we've been able to get the cruising chute out. It's in yellow and gold, the colours of Cornwall, so suiting for this beautiful boat built in Cornwall in Falmouth. Looks rather nice. Pulling us along in a gentle breeze at 5.5 knots. Beautiful day for a cruising chute down to Gibraltar. Well, we're leaving Gibraltar behind. We didn't quite make it there yesterday evening in time to get fuel. They closed at 6 in the evening, so we anchored just To the side of the runway there's a small anchorage near Marina. We anchored there on a beautiful still night. The rock was shrouded in cloud, which was rather beautiful. And up first thing this morning for fuel, we've taken on 175 litres and filled the water tanks, swabbed the decks, got some chocolate and we're off again. We've got lovely light winds for our perdition, our passage across the Gulf of Cadiz now. We've got some north winds, so we're heading west. That'll be nice. The sun's shining and we're sticking inshore to the 50-metre line as we go round, just to avoid the orcas that are possibly coming back down this area. Have been reported there's an orca attack off Porto, so we're sticking inshore, slightly shallower water. Experts tell us that that's maybe a safer place to be, so we're going to follow the contour round. It's only 10 miles further than going across the bay, and we're heading for VILAMOURA.
Hi guys, safe passage, stay away from those killers. Here's a pretty boat.
Well, we set sail again from VILAMOURA. We had a lovely just over 24-hour stop, refueled, got some more fresh provisions on. We've got a nice sort of southeasterly breeze to take us along the south coast, the Algarve, Portugal, to Sagres headland, and then round Cape St Vincent, and then we hit the northerly winds coming off the Azores high pressure that come down the west coast of Portugal. But we're heading for CASCAIS. I'm just doing a final few bits of prep before we leave CASCAIS. We've been here about 36 hours. We are waiting for a big blow to come down the north coast of Portugal. It's going through now. You can still hear it whistling and rigging. It eases off this morning. Got a little bit of east in it blowing offshore, so it's perfect conditions to get going. We've got 315 miles as the crow flies up to CORUNA. We're going to use the wind angles and be tacking at 35-40 degrees off the wind with the staysail, so it's going to be a further distance than that, but got plenty of sailing to do. The boat's ready to go, crew have nicely rested, got plenty of food, and looking forward to it. It's going to be a bit lumpy, so we're ready. We've prepped some food, we've just done some repairs to the navigation lights and done some whipping on the main halyard. And CASCAIS has been absolutely beautiful. I love stopping here. It's a beautiful city. If you get the opportunity to come, it's very beautiful. Mosaic tiled streets, lovely restaurants and bars, beautiful beaches, lovely walks, and beautiful park. So a nice rest and back to work again. Off we go. Well, it's midnight and I've just come on watch. We're one day out of CASCAIS. Well, we left at 12 o'clock today, so we are 80-90 miles out into the Atlantic. It's pretty windy. We've got 20 to 26, 28 knots of wind blowing. It's all northerly. It's often the way we've got the high pressure over the Azores that runs a strong band of wind down the west coast of Portugal. So heading north is very difficult against the northerly winds. There's two basic ways you can tackle it. You can go in tight up to the coast, taking advantage of some of the lee of the headlands that stick out a little bit, and you can motor sail it with the mainsail and the engine, stopping frequently for fuel, depending on your range. We've taken the other way of doing it. We've got a Rustler 42, a great offshore boat, so we can go offshore. So we've got a staysail sheeted tight in, so we can keep our heading up into the wind beautifully, and we have one reef in the mainsail. We've been trucking along we were trucking along at 6.7, 6.8 knots. We're planning to head out for at least another 24 hours, probably racking up nearly 200 miles out on a northwesterly tack, about 330 degrees, and then we'll tack in on about 50, 60 degrees and head up towards Bayona, but we're not running the engine, so we don't have to worry about fuel capacity, and sailing very well. We are trucking along. We're halfway across Biscay. We've done 160 miles since the coast of northern Spain, and we have a southeasterly wind, 20 plus knots, so it's on the starboard beam, and we are absolutely flying. We've been doing regular 8 knots. We have a reefed Yankee headsail up, a staysail, and 2 reefs in the main. Absolutely flying along, no engine, which is lovely. We are about 164 miles off Ushant, and this forecast is set to stay, drop a little bit, so we're charging along. Probably be my quickest trip across Biscay at this rate. Very nice. What you got cooking then?
Well, it started out being chilly, but now it's just dinner.
Undescript dinner. Dinner's nice, looks good. Good cooking conditions?
Yeah, perfect.
Well, we arrived in Port Pendennis Marina, Falmouth, this morning at 3 AM. She's back home from the Mediterranean in Falmouth, where she was built, and in the middle of Port Pendennis Marina. We had a few hours sleep and then put her into the marina here. We can now set about cleaning, give her a thorough clean, pack all the sails away, clean all the lines. We're going to get the hose out, wash the sails off. We've got some nice weather and light winds in this marina, so we can wash all the salt off the sails, get it all tidied down, wash all that salt off, and then clean and polish the inside, pack her gear, and we'll be off. It's been a fantastic trip, 1,700 miles, so very enjoyable, lots of great sailing in a really great boat. Another successful yacht delivery.